Like a lot of people talking about this movie didn't actually watch it, and I don't blame them at all, honestly. If you didn't watch it and you just wanted to talk about how fucking gross all this shit is, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to watch it either. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to save you guys from getting arrested by the feds. Take me instead.
So, Trump, Vance, you want to make America great again. Have you ever heard the saying, a nation's greatness can be gauged by the way it treats its prisoners? And the way, from what I've seen, local governments in this country treat me as a prisoner when I went to jail, America sucks. America is not a great nation. If God does not judge this fucking country of America, he'll fucking owe Sodom and Gomorrah and Nazi Germany an apology. I was in jail in 2016 when the judge sentenced me for a probation violation for being on the internet, when that was one of the terms of my probation, not to be on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook. But I went anyways. And I begged her, can you make sure they give me my trazodone at night so I can sleep? Because I can't sleep without my trazodone. I got insomnia. And it's a legal prescription by the doctors. And Judge Annette Turek so ordered. When I got to the jail to do my 33 days, they said, we're not allowed to dispense narcotics. And Pam, the head nurse, some fat, 300-pound, 20-something woman, she said, I'm not allowed to give you narcotics. We don't serve narcotics in this jail. But I protested. Judge Annette Turek ordered that I be given my trazodone at night so I could sleep. And someone else came in. Well, she's not here, he said rather snarkily. So I was deprived of my medical rights, and I call upon God to avenge me and to curse his people. And if they're not saved and they're dumped into the lake of fire, my spirit screams out for justice, that there be more brimstone added to the fire for the way they treated me. I'd amend my justice. Fuck mercy, I'd amend my justice. They don't love me. Their personality is stained with the sin of unconcern for me. Let them burn hotter and forever for what they did. I mean, business. Let them burn. They're not family members. They have no connection to me. Let them burn, let them burn, let them burn forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Let them burn, let them burn, let them burn. Like Usher said, I mean business. And another thing this fat head nurse did to me. I swapped cells with a fellow prisoner. They swapped us in the cells. And the next day, when she was handing out medication, the next morning, I looked at my pills, and she looked at me. Well, are you going to take your medicine? She said snarky. These do not look like the pills I've been taking here. And she rolled her eyes, looked at the pills, and realized she had made a mistake. Because I could have died in jail. Had I taken that wrong medication, I could have died. That fat tub of lard, tub of shit, tub of cunt could have killed me. Let's say in Jacksonville, they have a curfew for people under the age of 18 unless they're working. And if a child is caught out past curfew, they go and arrest the parents. Well, let's say this man and wife divorce. And the man gets custody of the children. But the woman lives in Jacksonville. And the man lives in Kinston. Well, the children in his custody that are both their kids, but he's got custody. The kids go into Jacksonville past curfew, and because the man does not live in Jacksonville, but the woman does, they arrest the woman, and the woman's on taking shots for rabies. You have to, when I had rabies, I was getting the rabies shot, I had to go 4 or 5 different times, different days. But anyways, the next day she was scheduled to have a rabies shot. But because she does not have the papers in jail when she was arrested, they refused to take her to the hospital to get her rabies shot. And she eventually dies of rabies. What type of medical... this is the stuff that happened in Nazi Germany. This type of stuff should not happen in America. A nation's greatness can be gauged by the way it treats its prisoners. And some of you do good visionaries that never had any trouble in your life would say, we can't afford to babysit the prisoners. They deserve what they get. Not everybody in jail has been found guilty. What about due process of law, where you cannot have rights taken away except by due process first? I'm in their custody. I demand my full rights until I'm found guilty. I demand it. I demand my American rights. And if you don't know your rights, those in power will not give you your rights. You gotta fight for your rights. What type of justice is this? And America calls itself a good country with this type of shit going on? No, if God does not judge America, he'll owe Russia and he'll owe Nazi Germany an apology. The people who abused me, one day, they may get cancer one day. I hope they get the wrong drug by the doctor. And I hope they die and go to hell and burn. Yeah, I don't want them to go to heaven. You get saved and go to heaven. I want them to burn. But you know what? If only I was a good looking guy, had my head full of hair, I would not have this much hate. But every time I see my thin hair and my bangs, and you take away my bangs and I'll kill you. Even if I had to go to death row. You take away my bangs, I'll fucking kill you.
I got a legal question, dear lawyer. Down there is a Pastimes nightclub. Right there is a Galaxy of Sports bowling alley. Now those picnic tables belong to the bank right there. It's closed. But anyways, I got a daughter and her friends who just finished bowling, and they're coming out because it's a beautiful night, and they just want to, talk to their friends. And they're sitting at that picnic table right there, bothering nobody, just having a good time. But down there, the bouncers from the bar, that way down there, come over and tell them they can't be here. They don't want them scaring away any customers who might come to that bar down there. So I see this and I'm not, oh no, fuck this shit. I come in and say, hey, your bar's down there. This is not your property. You have no right to tell my daughter and her friends they can't be here. The bouncer say, boy, you just better go back in that bowling alley right now, or it's gonna be trouble. I'm like, no, my daughter ain't leaving. And the bouncer says, oh yeah? And one of them starts walking towards me. I pull out my gun and tell him, you better get back over there. I'm not violating no rights. My daughter's violating no laws. There's no sign that says she can't be here. But the bouncer says, you ain't gonna shoot me. He keeps walking towards me, and I shoot him. And he goes down. Well, at least look on the good side. My daughter, they're not gonna try to make my daughter leave and her friends leave the table. But I was defending myself. I did everything legal. I shot him. Don't I have the right to defend myself, and not only defend myself, but stand my ground when my daughter and I are not violating any laws? We're not on their fucking property. This is not their property. The property is down there. Do I have the right to shoot that motherfucker if I feel he's coming to do me physical harm because I won't take my daughter from these picnic tables, which are not on his property? And if I don't, what type of fucked up justice is this? Why can some cop, just because one of his buddies works at this place, tell him we gotta leave, and if we don't he's gonna prosecute us for trespassing when we're not fucking trespassing? Why would I be charged with manslaughter for shooting that fucking bouncer where I just stood that fucking ground? America's justice is a goddamn joke. I guess you gotta stand your ground. If you have to go to prison for being right, go there with a head held high, knowing that the motherfucker who tried to hurt you is probably pushing up daisies or a paraplegic in the hospital. I'm not gonna sacrifice my rights for these motherfuckers. No, I demand my goddamn rights, and I will get them. But if I was a good-looking guy, and I knew it, and the top-notch girls knew it, hey, I'd be willing to sacrifice my rights because I'd have something to be proud of. If only I had my childhood home that I lived and grew up in my childhood woods. If only I had that. But I've lost everything I love, so I will be goddamn dipped in goddamn God shit before I sacrifice any more rights. You can go fuck yourself and you can burn in the lake of fire forever and ever and ever. You goddamn God fucking cunt! Shit, you motherfucker. Suck a dick. Just keep your filthy STD AIDS tainted lips. STD AIDS tainted lips off for my clean fucking dick. You go to the nearest bar and you pay a gigolo to suck his fucking dick, you cunt. Are you getting this or am I not being loud? Are you getting this or am I not being loud enough? Yeah, fuck that. I demand my goddamn rights. I demand not to be manhandled or treated like I'm deprived of my rights by cops who think that I don't know any better. If I was a rich person that could hire a rich lawyer, they wouldn't even charge me. They know the man with the money, justice is for sale to the highest bidder. The rich man slips down through the cracks out of his cell. The poor man slips down through the cracks in their illegal hell. The middleman gets shafted both fucking ways. No. My goddamn daughter has a right to be there with the friends at that goddamn table. And if that bouncer doesn't like it, he just can just fucking lump it. You see, that's why I don't want to have a gun with real bullets. I'd rather have a gun with pepper spray bullets or rubber bullets. That way nobody dies. I'm not a loser anymore. I'm sick and tired of being run off in places just because I'm a beta male. It's time to fight back, you goddamn son of a bitch. I ain't taking this shit. Fuck this shit and fuck you too and fuck American justice. If I had money, I wouldn't go to jail for defending myself. But when you don't got money, the DAs and cops don't care about justice. They care about scoring cool points and getting no damn promotions, and that for filthy lucre's sake. Like I said, justice is for sale to the highest bidder. And is there such thing as justice with God, or is the way of the or is the way of the Lord unequal too? Fuck this goddamn shit, and fuck you too. If you don't love me, fuck you too, you cunt.
And if you get sent to jail because somebody, hey, how do you know somebody didn't trump up false charge just to get you sent to jail? If you go to jail, God damn it, if you're on any medication, prescription medication by the doctor, even if it is for cosmetic purposes, I demand that every local government, every federal government, and every state government make sure that you get your full medication, even if hey, what if you don't have anybody living with you to bring your medication? They should have to dispense it to you anyways. Hey, that way you better think twice. If you have to babysit and do right by everybody who's in jail, maybe you'll think twice about putting people in jail willy-nilly, except those who truly might deserve it. I demand my medication. And if you get sent to a mental hospital, and you're set, for example, when I was on a finasteride for my hair, they would not give it to me. I could have lost my hair, and then I would have gotten worse mentally than I was before I entered the fucking hospital. But anyways, They should, if you're on a legal prescription with a doctor, even if it's medicine that doesn't quote unquote serve our purposes, they should have to dispense it to you. And if they don't, this country does not treat its prisoners with dignity. And this country, if God does not judge America, He'll owe Nazi Germany an apology. Yeah. This is just my opinion. I believe in right and wrong. I believe in fairness and equality. Does God? I call upon God to judge the middle hospitals, Holly Hills and Cherry Hospital. They tried to over-medicate me. I was starting to piss in the bed at night because they were over-medicating me. They wanted to give me a shot, and a month-long a shot that lasts a month. That one of the side effects was a possible stroke. What type of barbaric Nazi Germany style medical procedures and therapies are people in mental hospitals and jails forced to undergo? Just because you think they deserve it, just because they maybe did something wrong or maybe didn't, just because they've been accused of being wrong. Folks, America is not a great nation until it rectifies this. And if God does not judge America, my spirit cries out for vengeance against this country until they rectify this situation.
Love me, but instead you stood up